Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Jacksonville.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and
again it's Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Henry. That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for a Tennessee Titans.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
47's the mic.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
On the handoff.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the run, it's McNichols. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
James Robinson.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yeah, he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Intended for DJ.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Minshew. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd down and 10.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down to Thompson on the screen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Out come the Titans now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tannehill throwing complete there to Humphries.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. 23 yards to pick up there.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run with Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
5-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They run forward with McNichols. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Jeremy McNichols, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Draw play. This is Henry.
Showtime today.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made by
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
There it is, partner. You say it. Four fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the fourth quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, but we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.